Hi there guys, and welcome back to the Tech Cave. Now I wanted to make a quick video just sharing what happened to me recently, as in yesterday, and just talk about the importance of being really aware of eBay policies and trading on eBay within their policies, because the repercussions for messing it up, particularly with buying and selling outside of eBay and infringing on eBay's trading rules and regulations, can have severe consequences. Now, yesterday I conducted a sale on a bike. I arranged with a woman to pop round and try it out. We hadn't arranged a sale. We hadn't arranged, as far as I'm concerned, we hadn't arranged a sale off eBay. She needed to know if it fit her. So she said, can I come around and look at the bike? So this was all arranged through eBay, through eBay messages. And then she came round. I met her husband. We were chatting. She went off riding the bike. She came back and then said, it's perfect, fits me fine, just what I need. She was going off on a trip to the Alps or whatever. So we stood around and chatted about it all. And then she whipped out 250 quid and said, there you go, I'll take it at 250. And I was like, okay, no problem whatsoever. And took it. And in the moment, I didn't pay any mind to the fact that this sale has to go through eBay. If I take this and then they vanish, I've still got to somehow complete the transaction on eBay. And I just had a complete lapse of judgment, came back inside, was really buoyed up by the sale, and then I just cancelled the bike listing on eBay. As in, I went into the listing and cancelled it. And then it was like, okay. It was weird because I know the rules and regulations, but I just had one of those moments where I just didn't think, and I made a real schoolboy error. And I'm sharing this now because it's eBay has they must have systems in place that track your messages, and if they see certain words that come up like can I come around, and words like make you an offer or cash sale or any of these sort of words, I think flag up to them that something's going on, which rightfully it did in this case. And they came round, and then because I then cancelled the listing that same day, I got a message from eBay giving me a severe ticking off and warning me that if this sort of stuff happens again, there are things they can do, like give me a listing ban. You know, ultimately they could just shut my eBay account down. So I'm kind of on a serious warning now for this. And I just wanted to share with you, they sent me some links to guidelines and stuff of what you can and cannot do when conducting a sale on eBay. So I thought it'd be interesting just to share some of those. In a nutshell, you cannot arrange a sale outside of eBay. So this sale doesn't go through eBay and eBay don't get their cut. This is what it boils down to, which is fair enough. We're selling on their platform. They are arranging the connection between the buyer and the seller. So that transaction has to be done through eBay so they get their fees. Otherwise, the whole system falls apart. I totally understand that. And I had a complete lapse of judgment in this instant. So that's what you have to keep in mind. And if you ever have a situation like I had, the moment they say, yeah, I'll take it, here's some cash, you have to say to them, you need to go on eBay. You need to either get out your phone and go in and buy the item, or you need to go home and complete the sale on eBay, or invite them in and get them to log in on your computer, whatever it takes for them to actually complete the sale on eBay. And then you can take the cash and you can mark it as cash on collection, and then it's fine. And eBay won't have a problem. And that's where I slipped up. But let me just screen share some of these policies that eBay gave me a link to. Hold on. Screen share. That one. Okay, so these are some of the guidelines that that eBay shared with me in the email that they sent me. These are things that are allowed, and this top one was interesting to me. It says sellers can end a listing early in order to sell an item at the current bid price to the high bidder, which I was unaware of. So the way I'm reading that is, if you're selling on auction and somebody is the current high bidder, as a seller, it clearly says it here, you can end a listing early in order to sell an item at the current bid price. Didn't know that was allowed. I thought the thing had to run through to the end. So that's interesting. Bidders can ask sellers to end the listing early and sell at the current bid price, but the sellers don't have to honor the request. So yeah, that makes sense. People can say, I'm the highest bidder of your item. Can we finish it now and I'll buy it? And you are perfectly entitled to say no, which seems pretty obvious to me. Sellers can use the eBay private offer feature, and I've used that many times to send a customized offer within my messages. So if a potential buyer sends you a message, you may have seen there's a little send an offer box. So you can negotiate with them that way, which eBay actively encourages, you know, to make come to a deal between you, as long as it's done within eBay. This is the point. And they've set up that system so that can happen easily within the platform. This other one says, when selling an item with a fixed price, you can choose the best offer option, again, which I've done many times. So that allows that negotiation process within eBay. So people can make you an offer, you can decline it, you can make a counter offer, etc. And once you reach something you're both agreed on, the sale still goes through eBay, and eBay get their cut. So moving on, some examples of activities that aren't allowed include using member contact information obtained from eBay, or using any eBay system to offer to sell any listed item outside of eBay. And effectively, that's where I screwed up. Well, obviously, that was the error. And yeah, hands up, I messed up. And that's what I infringed totally. But it goes on to say, posting or displaying contact information in a listing, including email, phone number, and mailing address, without the permission of eBay. The odd thing about that is, as a business seller, they basically demand that we have a phone number and address on the listing anyway. And I've had phone calls using the eBay phone number. So yeah, that's a strange one. So we have to have it as business sellers anyway, but it's against their policies to include it in our listings. So yeah, go figure. Cancelling a listing to sell to a buyer who found the item on eBay. Yeah, clearly against eBay regulations. So if somebody finds an item and they contact you and say, I want to buy it, you can't just cancel the listing and sell to them, which in a roundabout way is what I did. Totally aware that I messed up. Ending an auction style listing early to sell the item to the winning bidder at a higher price than the current bid. So that infringes as well. So they were saying up here, you can end an auction early to sell at the current bid, but you can't arrange to end an auction and basically negotiate a price, because again, that would be outside of eBay. Also, we've got here, offering to sell an item to a non-winning bidder without using second chance offer. So second chance offer is when, let's say you sell an item on auction again, and you can, if the highest bidder doesn't pay, or you have two of the item, you can go to the next highest bidder and offer them second chance through eBay, which they're happy with. But they're saying you cannot offer to sell it without going through the official channels of second chance or private offer, which makes sense. Last thing on here, in your listing page or in communications with another eBay member, you can't refer to or promote your personal website, including links to homepage web addresses that promote websites outside of eBay, sales outside of eBay or other businesses, which is fair enough. So they don't want you promoting your items out that are listed outside of eBay or another sales channel outside of eBay. So just be aware of that as well. So there you go. That's a few things, most of which I was aware of and I just messed up. Some of these things were interesting. I'm still surprised at that one. That's intriguing to me. So you can end an auction early and sell it to the current highest bidder. So that's interesting. Okay, so let me just come out of here. So there you go. So I just wanted to share this because I messed up and eBay knew about it and were straight on it. They sent me the email saying, do not arrange things outside of eBay. It's totally against our policies, and gave me a big slap on the wrist within minutes of me cancelling that listing, which is fair enough. You know, hands up, messed up, totally accept it. I just wanted to share this to make you aware. They have systems in place. They're tracking this stuff. If you're messaging backwards and forwards on eBay, be careful what you're saying. Do not even make it look vaguely like you may be trying to arrange something outside of eBay. Just be totally aware of that. And if you do arrange for somebody to come and pay you cash, you have to explain to them you've still got to buy it off eBay. And like I say, whether that means telling them to get on the eBay app and do it there and then, or send you an offer that reflects what you've just negotiated, that's fine. eBay is cool with that. They know that people come around and pay cash, and they have systems set up to cover that and for them to still get paid. Because like I said before, this is what it comes down to. eBay has to get paid, and that's fair enough. We can't argue with that. We are operating on their website, and we cannot circumvent eBay getting paid because it undermines the whole thing. So yeah, I hope that was interesting. I hope that somehow this helps you avoid falling into the trap that I did. I still can't believe I, messed up that badly. I should know better, and I do know better. It's a schoolboy error, and I hold my hands up. But I just hope that talking about it and sharing some of these policies will just keep that fresh in your mind and hopefully allow you to avoid making the same mistake I did. Anyway, I will stop waffling and I will leave you there. If this was helpful or enjoyable, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll speak to you guys soon. Bye for now.